Alright, who invited Madai's long-lost brother? Fellow warriors, welcome aboard the Joshticle! With the inclusion of Zhou Cang, the newest playable character in Dynasty Warriors 9, quite a few of you have been scratching your head thinking just who the hell is this random dude? And why don't we have Liao Hua? Well, sit back and relax, cause I've gathered all the juicy infos I could find. So before you give him a spin in the actual game, you can at least see what he's all about. Let's begin. Once upon a time, there lived a man named Zhou Cang. Except there never was, because he is totally made up. The end. Nah, that was an obvious joke. The video doesn't end here, but what is not a joke is the fact that Zhou Cang never existed in history. And yet, why is he here? After 15 years of playing games from this beloved franchise, by now it's common knowledge that Dynasty Warriors is a series loosely based on the Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel, which is also loosely based on actual Chinese history. And there's your answer. So if he was made up in the Three Kingdoms novel, what makes him so special? And why did Omega Force choose him as the lead-in new playable character of Dynasty Warriors 9? Well, before we delve into the great feats of strength he's achieved in said novel, let's take a detour by addressing some quick facts about him. If it wasn't obvious already, yes, this man is a warrior of Shu. However, he didn't start off as a noble officer to the Kingdom of Benevolence. Before joining said kingdom, he was a bandit who served under Zhang Bao of the Yellow Turbans. That's right, he once aligned with the cult led by the lunatic himself, Zhong Jiao. You know, that crazed old geezer whose vocabulary consists of the excessive use of the words heavens and judgment. Yeah, that nutjob. But hold that thought, more on that later. Most of Zhou Cang's time spent in Shu can be summed up in these few words. He was basically Guan Yu's butt buddy. I mean, the dude was known to be the bearer of Guan Yu's weapon. Oh god. Regardless, yes, Cang was pretty much always at Yu's side as his loyal follower. They fought together and died together. Sorta. In turn, this led to Cang's legacy to often be depicted alongside Guan Yu and Guan Ping as a trio. With the foundation laid, let's take a step back and check out all the noteworthy things Zhou Cang did in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel. So how did a yellow turban like him end up serving Shu? Long story short, impressed by Guan Yu's honor and courageousness during the rebellion of the Yellow Turbans, Zhou Cang decided he wanted to serve Guan Yu. After a series of events take place, Cang eventually proves his worth to Guan Yu, who then takes him under his wing, therefore officially joining the ranks of the benevolent kingdom of Shu. That was an extremely brief summarization, and if you want to read the entire 28th chapter of the novel yourself, the link will be in the description below. It's a great read, and lots of interesting things happen, like Zhou Cang getting into a scuffle with Zhao Yun, or Cang being denied by Guan Yu. There's so many things happening, it's crazy, just look for yourself. As an officer of Shu, what exactly did Cang accomplish? Yes, he fought many of the same battles as Guan Yu, but it wasn't until the Battle of Fan Castle where Cang would reach his stride. Oh, quick note. Prior to this battle, diplomatic talks of negotiation between Shu and Wu over the territory of Jing took place. In one of these talks between Guan Yu and Lu Su, a warrior of Wu, Zhou Cang ended up lashing out at Lu Su. Zhou Cang's most notable feat was his capture of the formidable Wei officer, Pang De. The two struggled and fought above the flooded land upon boats and rafts. Cang, being the skilled marine that he is, with much experience in boat navigation, eventually came up on top. This moment of triumph, however, was short-lived. We all know how the tale goes. Guan Yu would eventually be captured and executed by the forces of Wu. Thus, upon hearing the news and being shown the decapitated head of his master, Our Zhou Cang would then proceed to take his own life. Tragic stuff. If you want the full details, check out chapters 74 and 77 of the novel. With that fictional history lesson out of the way, let's take a look at how Omega Force portrays Zhou Cang in Dynasty Warriors 9 and Musou Stars. Yeah, he's playable in both games, which is freaking awesome! At the time that this video is recorded, all footage and pictures of Zhou Cang are of his Musou Stars incarnation. Whether or not we'll see some deviations in his Dynasty Warriors 9 counterpart is still very much a mystery. Right off the bat, we can clearly see his allegiance to not only Shu but also Guan Yu in his overall attire with the greens and the golds. Then there's that distinct hat which bears a striking resemblance to Ma Dai's. And finally, holy meat buns, can we all agree that his weapon is absolutely wickedly slick? Just look at it, I can't wait to try him out because oh my god, it looks like tons of fun. And as for what exactly is his weapon called, well, that's a bit difficult because all the translations differ. I've seen it called Hammer Axe, Big Killing Sword, Butcher Sword, Daisatsu Katana, blah blah blah. As long as I can massacre waves of peons, we good. Lastly, Cang has been said to be a fast runner and a man of superhuman strength by Furusawa Masaki, the producer of Musou Stars. I think we've seen just exactly what this man is capable of. He's quick and strong, the recipe for a top-tier character. Sounds like my kind of warrior. That pretty much wraps it up. So when somebody asks you who Zhou Cang is, you reply by calling him half marine, half warrior, with a hint of butt buddy. And that concludes today's video. Until the next batch of the juicy info, stay tuned for more Musou greatness. I'm OhhhhMyJosh, and remember, do not pursue Liu Bu.